and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's pastry week this week, so I'm going to be showing you how to make a chocolate tart. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Okay, let's get started then. It's really simple recipe and it's a Mary Berry recipe, so I'll put all the ingredients down below for you guys. So we're going to start off with 100 grams of plain flour and 50 grams of icing sugar. Give that a little mix. And then you're going to add 50 grams of chilled butter. I'm just going to rub that in together until it makes fine breadcrumbs. So pastry is not something that I make quite often. So I had to check out some of Mary Berry's recipes and get some inspiration from her, but she is really the queen of baking, isn't she? Who is your favorite pastry baker, guys? Let me know in the comments below. But Mary Berry is definitely one of my favorites. I can inhale all that icing sugar when you do this, so you can use both your hands if you want. Okay, so once it starts to look like this, you can add in 1 egg yolk and about a tablespoon of cold water. Then just carry on mixing it a little bit more. You just want to bring the pastry together. And the egg yolk is going to give it a nice colour. You might need a little bit more water, so I think I might add in just a tiny bit more. And that's just cold water. So have you guys been watching the Bake Off this week? I can't remember who left actually. But I know all the contestants had quite a tough week. Pastry is really, really hard, guys. I don't know what you guys do. Are you quite good at it or what? I struggle with pastry, as you can see. Okay, so this is starting to come together now. Okay. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wrap this up in cling film and place it in the fridge for about half an hour, and then I'll show you what to do next. So the pastry has been chilling in the fridge for about half an hour. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to roll it out and big enough to go into this flan dish. So I'm just going to put some flour on my bowl and then just try to roll it out. Okay, so I've rolled out the pastry quite thin, and I want it to go up to the side, so it doesn't matter. You can just pick up the pastry like this and just put it where you need it. So the bottom is quite thin. It should be thin all around really. So I'm just gonna press it down so we can get the nice ridges on the pastry as well. And then once that's done, I'm gonna put it back in the fridge for another 15 minutes to chill again. Okay, so the pastry has been chilling in the fridge for about 15 minutes. The next step is you're going to grab a fork and just prick the base of your pastry, just like that. And then, missed a few spots here. And then I'm going to grab some parchment paper, stick that over, and add some what do you call these, baking beans on top. If you don't have this, you can use rice or dal or anything like that as well. Okay, so you just want to make sure you put it all over the bottom of the base, and I'm going to cook this in the oven at about 180 degrees fan assisted for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to take that off and then cook it again without the baking bins. So whilst the pastry is cooking, I'm going to melt some butter. And here I've got 100 grams of butter. So melt the butter first, and once that butter is melted, I'm going to add in some dark chocolate. So this is 150 grams of dark chocolate. Try to use a good quality chocolate if you can. So one that's quite high in cocoa will be good for this recipe. So melt the butter. Okay, so the butter is all melted now. So I'm going to add in the chocolate. And just going to make sure it's all melted before we add in the sugar and the flour. And now that the chocolate has melted, I'm going to add in some golden caster sugar. I'll put all the amounts in the description box for you guys. Just give that a stir. You can see I'm using a wooden spoon today. I really do not like the metal on metal noise from last week. And also some plain flour. Like a brownie mixture really, this is. And then we're going to add in 6 eggs. We're going to add one at a time and keep stirring after adding each one. Absolutely smells delicious. I wish you guys could smell this. Nice and chocolatey. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish doing the eggs and show you the next step. Okay, so the pastry has been in the oven for about 10 minutes. I'm going to remove these baking beans now. Just leave them there on the side, and I'm going to put this back in the oven for about 5 minutes, just to so it gets a little bit more golden. And you can see here that's the chocolate filling that we've made just now, so I'm just going to leave that there for now. Pop the pastry back in the oven for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to put the filling in it. And now it's going to go back in the oven to cook for about 10 minutes, and then I'll show you how it looks at the end. So as you can see, the pastry is out of the oven, and I've just let it cool down a little bit, and I just sprinkled it with icing sugar. You can eat it straight away warm if you want to, or you can just eat it cool down. I've cut a slice here just to show you guys. Actually, should we just check the bottom to see if it's got a soggy bottom? No soggy bottoms. It's a bit crumbly. I think I was using a bigger size, what do you call it, dish. That's probably why. But let's do a taste test then. Just show you what it looks like. So inside it looks a bit like a brownie. And it's very nice. Really good. Anybody wants to taste it, Maliha? Would you like to try some? No, she doesn't want to taste. I'm going to carry on enjoying this. You can add some cream on top if you want to, because it is a dark chocolate, so it's quite strong, or just eat it on its own. It's really nice with a cup of tea or coffee. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. See you next time.